There are three things that you and everyone else does that makes up our reality that we're living in right now. I'm Foluke the vibration. My passion is your elevation. I am we and you are me. And I say that lovingly. Now, what are these three things? Well, first of all, before I get into the three things, you have to understand that each and every one of us in this construct, this three-dimensional 5-sensory linear timeline, we are affecting the planet itself, this living organism called Earth. You don't think so? I'm going to give you a quick example of how that showed up. And there's no mistaking it. There's no explaining it away. It was September the 11th, 2001, when the Twin Towers in New York were hit. Now, let's back up just a second. I believe it's Stanford University. I'm almost sure. They've got over 40 satellites that are orbiting the planet. And they do one thing, and they monitor the electromagnetic field of the Earth. That's all they do. And it basically, for the most part, the readings are just chug along. However, on 9/11, it went off the charts. It went crazy. Why? Because of our reaction. Human beings, our reactions, we affected the electromagnetic field of the Earth with our response. Okay, when they looked at, they didn't realize what it was at first when they first noticed it, but then they said, okay, well, let's take this chart, this graph, and overlay it with time, with a calendar. And that's how they figured out, oh my goodness, that was everyone's reaction showing up and affecting the Earth. So now with that in mind, with that knowledge, that truth in mind, let's go back and let's talk about these three things that we do. Okay, the first thing is our disposition, okay, of how we're feeling on a regular day-to-day basis. The second thing is our perception, worldview, belief system, those types of things. And the third thing are our intentions. These three things create a collective consciousness. Think of it as a picture, and every pixel of that picture makes it, you can't have the picture without all of those pixels together to make the picture. And that's how it is with us, all 8 billion of us. Our collective consciousness is determining the outcome of our reality. So what we have to do, our job as the Bible put it, caretakers of this planet, this garden, this is how we take care of it. We're responsible. We have to become more benevolent and be aware of what we're thinking and feeling and doing. I've told people for so long, look, let's just start with this, do no harm. Let's just start there, okay? Let's get that in our head. Just do no harm. So, if you become aware of your feelings and your thoughts and your intentions and how you are seeing the world, it's going to make a difference. And what we need to do, those of you who are still with me, we need to be conscious. That's what my locks are all about. It's always there. So I can't forget. I can't become absent-minded. Even though I have at times. But it's still there in my face. It's with me all the time. So what we need to do is we need to be more collective. We need to create more community. We need to create more love and unity amongst ourselves and spread it. Not like some evangelism thing where we're out in the streets, No, just by being kind, greeting every day with love in our heart, letting joy and gratitude be our default. Okay, some of us, our default is stress, resentment, anger, all kinds of stuff, greed. You know, our default needs to be love, compassion, joy, gratitude, peace, justice. Be just. Let's do this and the world will change. See, the battle is not a physical thing, it's spiritual. This is the battle that's taking place right now. So, be aware of it and choose light, choose love, compassion, joy, gratitude, and watch the world around you change. It's inevitable. Because, you know, there's another experiment that was done in the 90s called the DNA phantom effect. I'm not going to get into it, but I've done it before. I've posted it before. And you can Google it if you want. Okay? Basically, real quick before I go, it was simply an experiment that showed and proved that the human DNA affects the particle, and the particle is subject to it. Okay? Now, if you're still with me, hey, hit the like button, make sure you follow me, and leave me a comment.